proof of Kim Garam being guilty has been leaked to the public, and it has left me shook. BTS are being criticized by Koreans, and SSERAFIM have been slandered by netizens for their comments and their behavior. Let me tell you all about it. aespa might be preparing for a comeback really soon. Turns out that SM Entertainment has registered an album as A/second mini album. This could be about any group, but do you know who's the only group in SM with only one mini album? That's right, aespa. The album will have 3 versions, A, B, and D, but the name of the album or the date of the comeback have yet to be announced. But maybe this is about someone else, so make sure to tell me who you think it is in the comments. Classy's Park Bo-eun has shared what she uses to grow taller, and it's strange to say the least. On an episode of NBC's The Manager that aired on May 14th, the rookie girl group Classy, a former Taeyeon member and the manager of the group Taeyeon, made a guest appearance. They talked about how they prepared for the debut after appearing on the survival show My Teen Girl. In the episode, the manager shared how they personally took care of preparing the meals for the girls so they can manage their weight before debuting. While diets are normal in K-pop, there was a strange detail that the member shared that nobody had heard of before. The member said that taking kids' multivitamins are part of their diets, and Bo-eun, who's only 14, also said that she drinks baby formula to grow taller. When the episode ended, netizens expressed their opinions on the diet, and most of them agreed that the whole concept of it was weird and creepy. The comments said, "This is beyond creepy," and "Where is their label? Who thought this was a good concept?" What are your thoughts on this? The debate over BTS's military exemption might finally be coming to an end soon, but it's not looking good for them either way. Korea Economic Daily managed to obtain a leaked document regarding BTS's military exemption. According to this document, the first debate is scheduled to be held on May 12th at the National Assembly and will be hosted by a Democratic Party member, Ahn Kyu-bik. This is the very first time that there's a debate in the National Assembly over military exemption for pop culture artists like BTS. Lee Nam-young, the director of Korea Management Association, wrote, "It's necessary to guarantee sufficient activities for macro goals over senyang and culture creation for pop culture artists and men who are at an age to fulfill military service and raise national prestige." But with the debate getting dragged out to this point, netizens are criticizing BTS and the exemption, talking about how it's unfair that this is even happening in the first place. Regarding the situation, a comment on an online forum said, "The lawmakers that want to exempt them from their constitutional duty just because they top charts of other countries are the crazy ones." Another one said, "The same members that were so loud about their intentions to enlist are stabbing us in the back at the backs of their agency. Go with the foreigners and get naturalized there if you want to evade the military so much." Others think that the general public's opinion of BTS will change drastically whether they get exempted or not. Most are just criticizing HYBE for how they're handling the whole issue and think that they're to blame for how much the topic has been dragged out. And the more they postpone this, the worse it is for the members, who probably just want this whole thing to end. SSERAFIM haven't had a break from controversies ever since they were announced to be debuting. First, netizens discussed Garam's interaction with Wonyoung in online forums. But why is this something that's worth discussing in the first place? Well, when the accusations against Garam first came out, there were also a few pictures of Garam and her friends putting down IVE. The picture showed the drawings and writings on the chalkboard saying things like, "SSERAFIM will beat IVE down, SSERAFIM up." This is why netizens have been paying attention to Wonyoung interviewing SSERAFIM on Music Bank on May 6th. While there's a chance that Wonyoung hadn't seen all the pictures, it's likely that someone has already shown her the post, or maybe she stumbled upon it herself. After the interview was posted on KBS's official YouTube channel, the comments pointed out that Garam looked uncomfortable standing next to Wonyoung. On the other hand, they praised Wonyoung for being as professional as ever, as she carried the interview really well and showed her affection towards her former group mates Taeyeon and Sakura. The comment said, "Well, overconfidence can seem like arrogance. I'm not sure why she thinks she's someone big just because she's debuting under HYBE." Another one questioned Garam's need for putting IVE down unnecessarily, writing, "I understand SSERAFIM up, but why did she have to put IVE down?" But this wasn't the only thing SSERAFIM were criticized for. SSERAFIM recently appeared on Knowing Bros, and what the members said about their goals and aspirations as a group raised a few eyebrows. During the episode, Sakura said, "Do you guys know Grammys? I'm Sakura, who is expecting to receive an invitation from Grammys." Taeyeon also said, "Taeyeon, you guys know Billboard, right? I'm Taeyeon, who is expecting an award from Billboard." While this is just the girls messing around, the netizens took great offense to that, saying that the girls are talking too big for a group that just debuted recently. The comments in online forums slandering the girls, saying, "Grammys? Let alone a day song. They won't even be able to receive one." After this issue, it seems like netizens want to find anything to criticize SSERAFIM. They're very aware that the show is scripted and the girls aren't actually talking about going to the Grammys, yet they're acting like they personally insulted BTS and the netizens with their words. It's just ridiculous. Speaking of SSERAFIM, things aren't looking good for Garam, like at all. When Garam was introduced as a member, her alleged former schoolmates claimed that she she had harassed and mistreated her classmates and even presented items and photos as proof of this. As the accusations against her grew and piled up, Source Music went on to make a statement denying the allegations and threatening to sue the accusers. Garam also said that it was difficult for her to give any statements on the scandals, but this didn't stop the topic from being brought up for discussion in online forums. On May 15th, a netizen shared evidence of all the claims against Garam being real. The user shared the picture of a document which was issued by the Autonomous Committee for Countermeasures Against School Violence. The document shows Garam, who was in first grade at the time, as a perpetrator, along with another student's name that was labeled as the victim. In response to this, a netizen wrote, "This has reached a different level now. Hive can't shield her any longer. The more they shield, the more things keep coming out." Another netizen went on to confirm that Garam was indeed in classroom number 3 when she attended first grade by posting a picture of Garam on a school field trip. Some people doubted the authenticity of the document, saying that it could easily be forged. Others said that the fact that the netizen didn't show the bottom part of the document was suspicious, as it could have easily said that Garam was not guilty. Others are taking the document as proof that the allegations are true and that Source Music should take action against her by kicking her out of the group. They argued that if she remained in SSERAFIM, then the group would be ruined altogether. Netizens are also asking for a statement from either the school or the company because this is getting way too messy. This isn't the only thing that came out about Garam though. An online forum user went on to post in defense of Garam, saying that Garam was the victim of the people that were exposing her. They claimed that Garam was popular, but she wasn't bothering anyone and that she mostly stuck to her group. They also said that Garam's pictures were spread around the school by the same people trying to expose her, and that the claims of her transferring because she threw a flower pot at another student were complete lies. They said that the accusers were made to publicly apologize to Garam for starting these rumors. What made things all the more confusing was Source Music's most recent statement on the whole thing. On May 16th, Source Music released their statement saying, "Nothing has changed from our earlier statement. We have started to take legal action, and the details will be revealed through the legal process." Then they said that they were unmoved on their claims of Garam's innocence. They went on to say, "The recent accusation revolves around instances during the beginning of her middle school days when she was just getting to know her classmates, and such instances were edited with malicious intent to slander her." Source Music also said that Garam was the victim in this situation based on the claims of a third party. Let's hope that the situation gets resolved soon. Taeyeon has finally responded to the drama with Jessica, and trust me, things are getting spicy. On May 15th, Taeyeon posted on her Instagram story an excerpt from an essay, "I Hope You Don't Cry Alone." The part she shared reads, "The people around you are having a hard time because the people who need to be alert are clueless and have no idea." She then shared another story, which was just a black background with the word initiation written on it. Because of recent events, netizens have been linking her stories to Jessica's book because Jessica hinted in her book that the other 8 SNSD members ganged up on her and gave her the ultimatum between her fashion line and the group. On top of that, she indirectly hinted that Taeyeon was the one who had issues with her. Taeyeon might be saying that SNSD was having an equally hard time during the conflict, but that Jessica was too busy with herself to notice. Do you think that this was a jab at Jessica or just unfortunate timing? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye!